to the cloud. Okay. So the first person, I'm going to go ahead and let Heather introduce our first speaker. All right, Heather, I don't even know.
Okay, sorry. I literally am doing exactly what you just said because California, it is 6 o'clock. So
I know.
My daughter just came and said, Mom, the oven timer just beeped. I'm like, oh, crap. I'm like, hold on, guys. Okay, so we are going to bring on, I'm super excited. She's one of our newest diamonds in our organization. Sorry, I'm setting my timer.
Yes.
Multitask. We can do it all, guys. We can do it all. But I'm going to bring on Darlene Fuentes. I'm so excited. Sorry, daughter's on Zoom for dance. Okay, I'm going. And I'm so excited to bring her on because not only is her fire is contagious, you guys, but she has had amazing results with our products. And I know a lot of newbies, and even we've been around, I know I've been around for 7 years, and I still hear new things about our products. And I'm like, I didn't know it did that. I didn't know it could help with that. And that is what we're going to bring you tonight with Darlene. Darlene is going to tell you how she lost the weight she lost, what products she used, why you use them, and how they made her feel and how they worked. So Darlene, go ahead and take it away, girl.
Hi, everyone. Hi. Okay. So my name is Darlene. I'm a diamond with It Works. I've been with them since October, full throttle in February when I went to conference, super life-changing. So I came back and it was like pedal to the metal, right? I first started with my version of the Smart and Skinny pack. I know we are famous for the wraps, but it's not that I wasn't interested in the wraps. It's just I kind of took another way and said, okay, I'm just going to do that until I actually lose the weight that I wanted to lose. So what I started off was with Thermal Fight X, 2 pills every morning, clinically proven to help you lose 30 pounds in 90 days. The reason why I took these 2 in the morning is because I would forget. If I just took one in the morning or if I took one in the afternoon, I would forget. So I started with Thermal Fight X. And I started with keto coffee. Keto coffee is meant to be a meal replacement. And what it did is it gave me tons of energy. I love the grass-fed butter in this. I mixed it in with our chocolate greens that we have. This, I like to say that it tastes like chocolate abuelita. It's me being Hispanic, I can relate to this. And I was like, I'm in love with this. I also love using this for my kids. This is your everyday veggies and fruits as an adult. Like I would wake up and say, I'm not gonna eat my fruits and veggies. So I just would replace it with this and my keto coffee and my fat fighters. So these 4 products are my version of my Smart and Skinny. So some people would say this would replace the wraps, but I started with fat fighters because I had a lot of self-control issues. I did these the first 90 days, and in 90 days, I lost 40 pounds. The Thermal Fight X would give me tons of energy in the morning. I would take both of them in the morning, and then like I would take my coffee with my greens. And for lunch, I would eat until I was okay. For dinner, I would have dinner before 7 with lots of water. So I didn't work out and I didn't do like a strict diet. I just kind of constantly reminded myself that I'm okay. I'm not like starving or full. Like I would eat until I was satisfied. My fat fighters were for my cheat days. So the coffee and the greens together were already kind of thick and it made me feel full. So for lunchtime, I wasn't having something heavy, and for dinner, I wasn't having something like heavy either. And when I did, I would take the fat fighters because what they do is they absorb the fat so that your body doesn't. So I would still feel full. In 90 days, you guys, I did it every single day, Monday through Sunday. Monday through Sunday, I had 3 to 5 shipping business days because my last 30 days of my product, I was like, I'm running low. So I would make sure that I would have the 3 to 5 business day shipping. And then I stopped the product after the 90 days. I lost my 40 pounds. And then 2 months later, I hopped on it. And it's when I lost my other 20 pounds. But this time I added my Just Celery, which I am super obsessed with. I love the celery. I feel it in my skin. I feel it inside. I've noticed that ever since I started taking Just Celery, I don't have like migraines. I've noticed that it's really good on my bloating. It's really good on my insides. I take this every single day on an empty stomach. And then I switched to my keto coffee to Skinny Brew. You guys, I was not open to drinking black French roast coffee, but I added a little bit of skinny syrup. And let me tell you, these two together is what I drink every single day as a breakfast. Now, the difference with the Skinny Brew and the coffee that I noticed for myself is that this one has double the caffeine and it had me like this. Like if I was like this before, I'm like 10 times faster with the Skinny Brew. And that's when I lost my other 20 pounds. So I've lost a total of 60 pounds. It took me 5 months, no working out, no strict diet. I didn't limit myself to like, you know, oh, no carbs, no this, no that, because I had my fat fighters and now I have my carb control. The carb control is meant for you to take before you have your heaviest carbs of the day, which I only have once a week on the weekends when I have cheat days. And I've managed to keep off my 60 pounds. I started at 250 pounds. I am now 190 and I am still going. My goal is 180. You guys, it's literally, it's that simple. There's no working out. It's no strict diet. These products, when I left them for about a couple months, I didn't bounce back any of the weight that I lost. I am in love with these products. I take them every single day and I've lost 60 pounds. So it's very exciting. I love the products, and that's my version of the Smart and Skinny pack is my keto coffee, my chocolate greens, my Thermophyte X, and my fat fighters, and now my celery and my Skinny Brew that I often switch off the Skinny Brew with the keto coffee. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, Darlene, that is amazing. Like, it's so inspiring. And the fact that, I mean, doesn't that give you the confidence? I mean, this is where people always say I'm not a good salesperson. Well, that's because you might be getting into this business thinking, I can't sell this because I've never used it. Well, Darlene just told you exactly what all of you need to put on your auto ship, because that is like insane results to have. And the fact that how good you feel, and nobody wants to be bloated, all that stuff. And then once again, you guys, like Darlene said, it's our version of the Smart and Skinny. So if you are looking in your website for the Smart and Skinny pack, it does not exist. It does not say Smart and Skinny pack, but we can create it. And then Darlene, like real quickly, I know we hit our 10 minutes. God, you're doing so good. I'm so proud of you, girl. But real quick, let's say somebody doesn't like coffee. What can they do instead? Or let's say somebody doesn't like chocolate greens. What can they do instead? Because a lot of people might be watching this right now going, well, I don't like coffee. Or my cousin that wants to lose weight doesn't like coffee. So kind of give us like the substitutions where they could still get Smart and Skinny, but maybe not coffee or maybe not chocolate greens. So just kind of give us like a little bit of variation and why.
We also have chai tea. The chai tea is the same results as the Skinny Brew and the keto coffee, but without the caffeine or the coffee. A lot of people don't like coffee, so they are open to getting the chai tea. We also have berries. The greens also come in berry flavors, and they are very well accompanied by the reds. So for those of you who get potentials who say, well, I don't drink coffee. Okay, well, do you like tea? It's the exact same results as our keto coffee and our Skinny Brew, but it's not coffee and it doesn't have caffeine. So I have a lot of those who will tell me like, well, I don't drink coffee. It's like, but I have tea, so you might want to try the tea. And it's worked out for me as well. And you guys, the products are non-GMO, they're vegan, they're keto friendly, soy, like they're all plant-based products. Like who doesn't want all natural products? So I love them.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you so much, Darlene. I just wanted to, like she just said, like you give people the options, you guys. I'm literally I'm multitasking, signing up a customer that was interested in Smart and Skinny, but when he found out it was coffee, said never mind. And I asked him, I said, well, do you drink tea, juices, or smoothies? And he said yes. So I said, okay, I'll create a pack for you. So when you guys get that, especially those of you that are new, when somebody said they don't like coffee, go to your upline. Go to somebody that signed you up and say, hey, what do I say? Because you won't know that on your own. You won't, I mean, why would you? You're not supposed to. So let us help you. Darlene, thank you so, so much. I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see all of your results. And, you know, I mean, now at this point, you can start maintaining. You look good, girl. So proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I'm over here looking at her skin thinking, oh my gosh, I have work to do. And, you know, let's just add this. Okay, 60 pounds. Listen, there's hope in quarantine. Has anyone gained a few pounds? Let me just, I look at people's like stories and watch like all the snacks and stuff while I'm eating my own, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh. But what's really cool that I loved what she said, guys, listen, we know we have products that work, and how amazing is it that you can literally get these products on your own order, get results yourself, and then share them with other people. And you guys, listen, if your budget doesn't suit all 4 products that she's talking about, guess what? You don't have to necessarily get all 4. Start small and work up, you know? We all understand that maybe some of you spent your last 99 or last 49 to start this business. We get that. But then that's why you go hard for the shopping spree, which we'll talk about in a minute. But I do firmly believe that not everyone joins this business thinking, we all have this, I don't know if you guys newbies on here, some of you scared to be like, oh my gosh, like, are people even going to order from me? Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Haven't even tried the products. How am I supposed to sell a product that I haven't even tried, right? Listen, we get that. And the thing of it is like, we don't sell. What I like to say is we don't sell. We teach people how to find solutions to problems everyone has. Right? Everyone, I'm going to be honest, how many women suffer from belly bloat? Pretty sure we all do, right? Snacking, we want an appetite suppressant. You know, we just want to feel better. Maybe we don't want to lose weight, but we want to feel better. So I think the biggest thing to remember is you don't have to be a pro and know every single thing about every single product. Did you just hear how she talks about those products? She didn't tell us the exact ingredients, but guess what? If I was in the market to want to lose weight and she told me that did that for her, I would probably buy it. I'm not going to be like, well, can I see the label? And then can I go research and Google this? Now you have those people. And if you have those people, send them to your website and be done. But at the end of the day though, have a dialogue back and forth. Don't be scared to kind of get in and find out what their goals are, guys, because I think that's in the beginning, that's how you build the confidence for you, right? Yes, you should lean on your upline. Yes, we're going to help walk through the scripts and stuff like that. But get a little comfortable with being like, okay, yeah, I have ideas in my head for you, but what are your goals, right? Maybe you find out that they want to lose 20 pounds, but they also want to grow their hair. Oh, there you go. There's like multiple products right there, you know? I think sometimes and Traci's going to talk about it now, and I'm super excited for her. Listen, she's a firecracker. I'll have her introduce herself. She's pushing for Diamond this month, so positive vibes her way, you guys. But she's going to talk about the flow of the conversation. She is one of our, you know, top enroller this month, and typically every month she is a mass enroller, but she doesn't just do one product. She has the ability to upsell and then even add on at the end. So Traci, go ahead and tell us about that.
Oh, hey everyone. Yes. I love these products, and I am definitely a product of the product. And here lately, the host to post that has been really good. You newbies, you'll know about the host to post. That is getting someone else to post on their wall. So you're getting new blood, new potentials, new fish, you might as well say. You know, fresh fish jump first, as Tavia likes to say. And the biggest one for me has been the hair, skin, and nails. Because I have gotten such a good results for the hair, skin, and nails for eczema and hair. They have just been coming to me about it. You add them onto your friends list, then they get to see everything else that you're posting and stuff. And so they will ask me about the hair, skin, and nails. And what I do is I have result pictures, my own personal result pictures, and plus our team. So even if you do not have your results right now, use your team, because I guarantee you your team has got some results for every product there is. Okay. And so I send in the description. We also have all that information, you know, our scripts and stuff like that for the products. I'll send that first, and then I throw a result picture behind it. Then they talk to me about it. And then what I do is, if, you know, they say, okay, yeah, I want to try that out right here lately. Hey, we've had those 2 for $49s, 3 for $75s, 2 for $59. Use those specials. Use those specials that come around. You know, those are awesome. And so I tell them about that. And of course, hey, you like coffee or anything like that, add that into it. I actually have a Snapchat that I saved of me mixing my coffee. So I send that little video to them and they say, oh yeah, that's easy. That's easy to do. You mix it up. And so I show them that. And that's what I have been using, of course, like I said, the 2 for $49. And we've had our free shipping. You know, I would say, hey, you're so close to being at $100 to get free shipping. Why not, instead of spending $7 on shipping, add that to a product, you know? So they were like, yeah, sure. You know, even if it's the fat fighters, the $25 fat fighters, you know, because I said, those are always good to have on hand for when you have that cheap meal or that big meal or something like that. So that boosts them over $100 on their, you know, products and stuff like that, along with the special at the end, the mocha special. That shows up for every new loyal customer. So after I get their information that they want to get the hair, skin, and nails, or if they want to do the coffee or anything like that, the TFX, I tell them and say, hey, there is going to be a one-time special that's going to pop up with our mocha special, with our keto coffee and our chocolate greens. And I will send them I took a screenshot of the description and stuff like that when I was signing somebody up. So I send that information to them because that's got the description of, you know, the coffee, the chocolate green, and some result pictures with it. And so they sure add that onto it. So that's would be like $95 right there. So then that's when I say, hey, we got free shipping, you know, so that boosts them over there. So yes, and I do ask them, you know, sometimes, hey, what are your health goals? You know, and they'll tell me, hey, I want to lose 10 pounds, you know, 30 pounds. How fast do you want to lose it? You know, some people like, I want to lose it overnight. So of course that's going to be taking some work with that chocolate greens and the keto coffee or the skinny brew or something like that. So, you know, and every now and then I may go ahead and ask them like what their budget is for at least this month, the first order, because it can also change. I say, I want to customize a package for you. I want to get the best results for you, you know, saving the best money. And then, you know, like next month we can, you know, see what products you like and stuff like that. And we can change it up. They actually like that idea of changing products, you know, and everything like that too. That, hey, I might not like the TFX, but I like the coffee. So, you know, you need to change it around some. So that's kind of how I do the flow. But like I said, of course, send in the result pictures. Any questions that they have, that they ask, you know, even if you don't know it, tell them you'll get back with them. You know, you might have to ask one of your uplines, you know, like, I don't know that answer, but let me, you know, may ask my team and get back with you on that. And don't, you know, say too much. You know, let them, you know, talk to you back. You know, don't give them all. Even if sometimes the first thing they ask is like, what's the price? I'm going to send a description of it first and the result pictures, because I think they need to see that first instead of the price, you know, and then I'll add the price into it.
I love that. I agree. Like, tell me, get me in a store somewhere and show me what it would look like on me or something like that, super cute, before you tell me the price. Do that before, because then if I fall in love with it, more than likely I'm going to be like, okay, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Right. Yeah. And so I love that tip. That's a great tip. And another thing you said too, so you get there. Okay. So you're talking to an individual, maybe you ask their goals. I loved what you said though. How fast do you want to lose it? Because I think that's an awesome question, because that can tell you how motivated somebody is to be like, oh, well, I want to, 90 days. Okay, cool. Look, right. And then that way you can have an honest conversation, because you will have those people that say, oh, well, like next week, like, and then, yeah. But you know what? But then at least that kind of sets you then up to say, okay, well, you know what? If you're looking to lose this fast, I'm going to be honest with you. This is what I love to say too, though, you guys, is like, listen, your job is not to determine how much money they have. Your job is to get them results. Okay. So we can talk all day about how, well, you may not have the money to spend that, but don't put your hands in someone else's pockets. Okay. And I mean that with the most compassion, but it's true, because some of us tend to think, well, if we couldn't do it or financially afford it, why would someone else? But we don't know what the situation of someone else, right? So never do that. And you always want to ask, because you just never know. Like she was saying, she gets their info, already upsold them, and then adds on the Mocha Dreams, right? You just never know, but you have to ask. So I love that. And then the other thing was let me look here at my thing. Oh, the upsell script. So another thing that I do too, and I love that you do it. You send the description plus before and afters. The visual, I think, is huge because different people kind of interpret things a little bit differently. So I like that you do that. Is your goal then, so for someone that wants to lose weight, we know obviously stacking more than one product. Is that what you usually go for? Like if someone's like, I want to, no matter if it's 10 pounds, typically I like to start them on more than one.
Yeah, sometimes people will go ahead and tell me, okay, what do I need to do? Cleanse. Start them off that cleanse. The cleanse, you know, helps jumpstart your weight loss, helps get the sludge out and everything like that. And then my go-to products, I love like I said, I love the keto coffee and the chocolate greens. And so I tell them about that. And then, you know, the fat fighters, you know, and if they want to do we have the description of the 3 products together, the TFX, the carb control, and the fat fighters that tell exactly what they do, when to take them and everything like that. So I love giving them that information and stuff like that. So I'm all the time, you know, having my little folders of my result pictures and my products and stuff like that. So I can shoot them over there real quick. Like, okay, here's our 3, you know, supplements that we have. You know, this is the one to take before, after, or whatever. And, but I love it when they say, tell me what to do.
Yeah,
what do you recommend? Everything.
Yeah.
I had this, like I said, for instance, I had this one woman, I think she's just going to get one product. I told her about the specials going on, the 2 for $59. She ended up getting 6 products. 6 products.
That's awesome.
You know.
Yeah.
So, you know, you know, and I was like, yes, go for it, you know. So, especially like I said, when she heard about the free shipping and stuff. So yes, use those specials and everything like that. And then hey, right at the end, I was getting ready to sign some customer up, and it just like ding dong on me, like, hey, ask her if she wants to get results and get while she gets results, make money. That's Brittany right there on here with us now. Oh, there you go, girl. I was getting ready to do it. I was and hit that submit button for her, and I said, wait a minute. Let me ask her, do you want to make money while you get results?
And it's so true. It's so true. I mean, literally, I use that all the time, and I agree. I think that, you know, because it's a question we don't know, because typically we're talking about weight loss. We have no idea. Like, maybe they do need income. Maybe they are looking to supplement. So that's awesome. The other thing, though, that I was just thinking about is when you guys are having that dialogue back and forth, less is more. Like she said, I remember in the beginning, a lot of us tend to word vomit on people, but again, less is more. Don't feel like you have to know every single thing about every single product to be able to be effective. You don't. Always ask your upline. That's what we're here for. We know that you don't know what you don't know, and that's normal in the beginning. Okay. So allow us to kind of be that person for you to help guide you through those conversations. And
sometimes they are going to ask what the ingredients are. So, you know, instead of all the time sending them to your website, just simply go to your website, take a screenshot of the ingredients and send it to them, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much, Traci. I appreciate it. All right. And then I know Heather has another girl, so go for it, Heather.
Alrighty. Okay. So I this is not the Heather show, but I just have to tell you guys exactly, like, everything that Traci is saying is so true. And like how Tavia said, you know, don't count their pocketbook. You know, we keep saying that over and over and over and over again. Like I said, the customer that I just placed the order for you guys originally just wanted the TFX and the coffee, but didn't want coffee, and it turned into a 120 VB order. 120 VB because I got them on Super Greens, Super Reds, TFX, and chai tea a month supply. I didn't ask if he wanted a month supply. I told him he needed a month supply. So again, remember, we're always trying to service our people. We're trying to, you know, give them the best results. You know, it's not for us to decide, you know, is one bottle going to make them lose 30 pounds, or do we have something that can do more? And some of you don't know yet, but you're hearing it now. So this is, I always say, like use borrowed belief until you have your own. And right now we're giving you all the borrowed beliefs that you need as you get your own belief and your own results and everything else. So, all right. So to close this out tonight, we have Jessica Ruiz, brand new Ruby, who is this close to Emerald, and we should probably just skip Emerald and go Diamond. But the reason why we wanted to bring her on is because now you guys learned about some of the products. You learned about how to talk about the products and, you know, seal the deal. But now what? Like, why do we need to do that? Yes, it's for our paycheck, but what is the simple business plan? And she's going to talk to you guys real quickly about why we have something called a Steps to Success and why you guys hear us talking about charts. Okay. And the best part about this is Jessica's been in the business for a little while, and it's just been recently that she finally was like, now I get the charts. Like, now I wish I would have been doing this whole charting thing from day one, because now she sees it. So Jess, go ahead and unmute yourself. Tell us a little bit about you, give a little bit about your background, and then kind of break down the steps. Like, literally, remember, you know, some of us are brand new. Some of us have been around for a while, but we need a refresher. So literally just break it down as simple as possible.
Okay. Hi, you guys. Oh my God. Okay. So like she said, my name is Jessica. I have been in the business for, it'll be 4 years in November. So yay. But, and I just hit Ruby in March? I think it was March. So it took me 3 years to go Ruby because I wasn't doing the charts. So just keep in mind with that. But I love this stuff. This is amazing. So this is the roadmap. Just like where you can find this, amazing. They literally like put it all out there for you, right? They want you to get your 6 customers because then you're going to get your shopping spree. You get your shopping spree, yay. You can go and buy more stuff and become a product of the product like Darlene. Oh my gosh, you look amazing. And then you like, I'm using my boyfriend's Steps to Success in chart right now because mine's really messy. Because you want to do everything in pencil. Some of it I didn't do in pencil, just so you know. But it asks you questions on the back, like memory joggers, like who do you know that loves coffee? Who do you know that loves tea? Who do you know who wants to lose weight? I'm literally reading it. Who wants more energy? Who wants to work from their phone? Who wants better health? Has a large circle of friends, who wants to pay off debt. Like, do you know, I don't know if she's on, she probably isn't because she's a workaholic. I love her. But Heather Almeida, she joined to pay off her student loan debt, and she's done that, or she's really freaking close to it. And she's amazing. She runs her own private practice. So like I know you know somebody who needs to pay off debt. And then who wants more time with their kids. That's why I joined in the first place, was to do this because I was working nights at a hotel, crappy part-time hours, was not fun, and I didn't get to see my kid. And I was getting to the point where he was going to school soon. And it's like, once they go into school, like it goes by even faster. And I was missing it because half the time I was asleep, or half the time he was at school, and half the time I was at work. So it just, you know, we do this because we want more time, and this is how it's going to help you get more time, because you need a roadmap. You need to stay organized, and if you're not organized, then you're going to take 3 years to go Ruby like I did. So, but in, like, you want to, every time you get a customer, you get closer to your $150 shopping spree. So if that's all that's motivating you to get your first bonus, then let that motivate you. But it's going to tell you to write them down right here. Once you reach that, you're good. And then how do you gather LCs? Just use all those tips that Traci just gave us. That was freaking gold. Like, I'd never thought of asking that question. Like, what's your goal? How fast do you want those results? That's amazing. Like, thank you. So that's where we can go with that. And I mean, we're joining this business to make money, obviously. So that's where we'll jump into the charts. Mine's black and white, but it's okay. But this is my boyfriend's Ruby chart right now. And I don't think it says March, but because I erased, like I said, I was erasing his names and redoing their volumes and everything. You want this because you want to keep track of who is joining and where and who's earning, who signed up this customer, how far they are away from that, because when they make money, you make money, and we need to help each other make money. So always fill it in with pencil, but you want to, when we say you want to get boxed in, all we're talking about is filling these 3 little boxes in with names. So now he's got Maria, Skylar, and Angelia, and I have their numbers and volumes there, and those are gonna keep changing. So always erase it and check it every day. Like if you're going for a promotion, check it every single day. Like make that a point to do it. Even if it's at 10 o'clock at night, right before you go to bed, just check it. Because you don't know who else on your team just pulled a Heather, a Juno, and got 120 BB order. So you want to keep track of that because you want to know how close you are to hitting your goal. It's not about how far away you are, it's how close you are. Don't have that mindset of how far away you are from it, because you are getting closer with each and every order. And you want to set up, you want to do this because you want to keep track of it because your orders count towards your group volume, your GV, right? So you want to run your auto shipment and run it for the Smart and Skinny. Run it so you become a product of the product, and you can go and you can rant and rave about how amazing your results are, just like Darlene's doing. And you're not a salesperson. You're just telling people how amazing these products are. So when you go to your e-suite and you just set it up in there, and you're setting it up for the coffee and the fat fighters and the ThermoFight X, or the ThermoFight X and the cleanse, and mix and matching it up. As long as you're at 80 BV, that is all you have to worry about, babe. That is it, and you are commission qualified. You don't want to depend on your customer orders. Running your auto shipment is your insurance policy. You want to run your auto shipment because, maybe somebody had to cancel an order, things happen. They had to get a refund. So make sure that you're always running your auto shipment, even if it's on the 25th, just make sure that you're covered. And once you get your, go in and you're going for these 3 other people to help you get to Ruby and teach them how to use the Smart and Skinny, teach them how to sign their customers, and just keep track of it with the step 6 steps. That's all it is. It's just another way to keep you organized and it's just your roadmap. That's all it is. So I don't know what else to say about that.
Oh my gosh, Jess. Oh my gosh. By the way, you guys, give her a little clap, because Jess, this is your first time ever guest speaking on a Zoom, right? As a leader. So it's nerve-wracking. I still get nervous. And so all 3 of you guys were amazing tonight, but I just wanted, she's been in the business for 4 years. She's one of those that's like, if I knew then what I know now. So that's why we want you guys to be here and really listen, because I don't know about you, and even Jess, I know we're here for the money, but go ahead and put in the comments, and it's okay. Nobody's telling you your answer is wrong or right, but how many of you are like, I don't know if I even want to build a team, or I don't even know if I want to go Ruby? Tell us, comment below. I know for me, you guys, when I first started this business, the thought of a team was no. I am too busy for a team. I'm not a leader. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to get some customers, and with Jess, when she came into it, tell us, Jess, were you I'm a leader, I'm going to go get a team? Or were you I'm just going to make a little bit of extra income and use the products? Where were you at when you first started?
Oh, I totally started. I hadn't even tried anything yet. I just wanted the wraps because I had a kid and I wanted my belly back. That was it. But I saw that, other moms wanted this. So I was like, okay, I can make a few extra bucks, whatever. I didn't even see the vision yet of building a team and being a leader and helping other people make the money. And Sandra, it's my second time around too. Heck yeah, girl. And it just didn't even click for me yet. And then when it finally did, I was so scared. I was like, I'm not even doing this. I can barely run my auto shipment, blah, blah, blah. All the things in life were happening. And I depended on my customer orders, and sometimes I wouldn't get that's why I said don't depend on your customer orders, because sometimes things happen and then you're not commission qualified. And I missed out on paychecks to get my stuff. The whole reason I joined, because I just didn't run my auto shipment. So, but it wasn't even, it didn't even click really. Like, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. I can get $500 extra a month. No big deal. No, it's hard. It's very simple, very easy to do business plan, but it's going to be tedious and it's a numbers game. But as long as you stick with it, you're going to see results. I mean, heck, I've been going hard and finally ranking up since the beginning of this year. And I double promoted in March. So if I had put in the amount of work that I'm putting in now 3-4 years ago, I'd probably be a freaking ambassador. So
right. It's one of those, like I said, if you knew then what you know now, you would have you would have been doing the things. And that's why we're trying to make you guys understand the importance of going to your eSuite, going to your document library, typing in steps to success in the search bar, typing in Ruby chart into the search bar, printing out those 2 pieces of paper. That Ruby chart might just kind of sit behind that steps to success for a little while, and that's okay. Because let me tell you guys, when I first started, I didn't even want a chart. I told Brenda, my upline, like, no thanks. Like, keep that diamond thing away from me. Like that, no. You keep showing me that thing, I'm probably not going to do this business anymore. And she kind of was like, okay. But what was great was that when she told me that I was going to help her promote to presidential, I was like, oh, wait, what? Like, I can help. Like, I'm going to be a part of that. So whenever you guys are sitting there like, nope, no team, no distributors, no chart, I'm good. Like, I just want to use the products. You're a part of something bigger. You're a part of something huge. You're a part of somebody else's promotion. So no pressure, guys. But I'm just saying, when you come in, when you come in and you gather those 6 loyal customers, yes, you get that $150 shopping spree, but you might have just helped your upline hit that rank, hit that promotion, hit that bonus. And guess what we do after that? And during, not just after, we go, okay, now your turn. And actually it kind of goes the opposite. We're like, okay, you go, and then we go. So it's like a help me, help you. But you guys, those charts are so important. Even if you don't understand them, even if you don't think you're going to go there, have them, let them inspire you, and just ask your upline, like, where am I on your chart? That's what I want all of you actually that are watching tonight. Message your upline and say, where am I on your chart? Where am I on Tavia's chart? Where am I on Shauna's chart? Where am I on this? Because I want to know if I'm somewhere that is important. And I'm going to tell you guys, you're important. You're so important. So, okay. Thank you so much, Jess. I'm so proud of you for stepping up as a leader. And again, this is your first Zoom, and this was Darlene's first Zoom as a guest speaker. And we're grateful for you guys. And Traci, awesome. I'm so proud of our team.
Yeah, it was so good. Great job, Jessica. I expect to see diamonds soon from you. I know it'll happen. You know, one thing I was thinking though, question, because I know there's a lot of newbies and even not newbies, right? Because I think even many of us that have been in for a few months, who gets overwhelmed easy? Is anyone ever overwhelmed when you're talking about promoting and ranking and, oh my God, I got to find 10,000 customers and, oh, by the way, you need 100 distributors. Like, does anyone like feel overwhelmed? Right? Or just drop a comment. Yeah. I just want to know. And the reason why I ask is because, hold on a second, guys. The reason why I ask, hold on. There we go. All right. The reason why I ask though is because, guess what? Yeah, we're always going to be overwhelmed. Listen, those of you that have kids, were you like, oh, wait a minute, doctor, please, I am so overwhelmed right now. Put the baby back inside and give me another week because I don't know if I can do it, right? Listen, I think the thing of it is, guys, and I said this the other night on a Zoom I was on, do it overwhelmed. It is never going to be the perfect situation, set up, circumstance, right? Something is always going to happen. And I'm telling you right now, and those of you that have been through it know what I'm talking about. The minute you talk about promoting, going for a goal, making a certain amount of money, enrolling a large team, whatever that looks like, the devil is like, oh, hold up. She thought she was about to go for that. And she thought it was going to be a straight line. But guess what? It's never a straight line. So I don't want to scare you newbies, but I want to be real. And the reason why I want to be real is because, listen, you're in business now for yourself. And the longer you take to respect yourself as a business owner is the longer that everybody around you is going to take to respect you. If you don't treat this business like a business, Nobody else will. So those people that want to slide in your DMs and say, oh girl, I thought it was free, they can kick rocks, right? Because no, it's not free for me. What do you think? I'm about to just give you some HS? No, I'm sorry, sis. It's not going to happen. You know, and don't be afraid to say that, because listen, last time I checked, y'all think Starbucks is giving out free coffee every day? Y'all think, like, I mean, seriously, think about it, right? Let alone a franchise that large, and you think a small business owner is going to give away some HSN? Girl, bye, right? So what I'm trying to say is, don't be afraid to have respect for yourself and the business and the brand that you're trying to create, because it starts now. For those of you that have been in even longer than a week, a month, whatever, listen, your brand is still being built. My brand is still being built almost 5 years into the business, right? I'm not done. I'm never done, right? I'm always changing. I'm always going with the flow. And listen, guys, you will never outgrow your mindset. So for those of you that hear your uplines talk about self-development, you're like, what is that? Stop talking to me about self-development. I have no idea what it is, right? Self-development does not come into play only now because you're a business owner. Self-development, quite honestly, guys, and I'll admit it, I didn't know what that was. I didn't do it for the longest time. I didn't even know, like, why you want me to read a journal? You want me to write down my feelings in a notebook? What am I supposed to do with that? Like, that was me, because I was just so laser focused. And if you needed something done, I was just going to get it done. Like, that's what I did. But to have to sit and literally consciously write out my thoughts is very difficult for me. But because I've done it and because I've gotten so consistent with it, I can start to see when my mind shifts with doubt or fear, when I allow myself to start thinking or looking sideline or comparing, right? You guys ever do that? And you're like, oh, but she's killing it. What am I not doing? Because why am I not killing it, right? So I think the thing to remember is self-development is for all of us in life, in this business, in general. Self-development is working on your mind. You guys, your mind is a muscle. Just like you work out your body, guess what? You got to work out your mind. And for those of you just joining, stay close to the fire. Your teams, all of our teams on here are fire. We have chats, we have resource pages. You can hit us up, FaceTime, call. Listen, many of us probably don't sleep, so you can always usually hit us up at any time, okay? But just know that we're always here. And obviously, as you cannot, I'm sure you can tell, we're all sidelines. So many of us are sidelines. So like me, I benefit absolutely nothing from so many of you guys on here. But guess what? If you guys slide into my DM and you need help, I'm going to help you. And that's exactly what we call One Team, One Mission. You guys will hear us talk about that. One Team, One Mission is helping someone out. And being that resource, because sometimes, guys, you need that. Sometimes you need that different, push, that different, voice in your head that can tell you, you got this, girl, So just know that you can always reach out to any of us. We're all here for you guys. And know that if you feel overwhelmed, good, you should. Okay, this isn't going to be new. Guys, where growth happens when you're uncomfortable. And I hope that you're uncomfortable. And that's a great thing. Don't feel like because you're uncomfortable, you have to quit something. Because then what's the point in you putting yourself in this position? That is the point, to be uncomfortable. No one gets anywhere in life being comfortable. You don't. You literally are in the same spot when you're comfortable, right? So get uncomfortable. Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah, it's going to be, you're getting up earlier before your kids get up to check your phone and put a post up before you go to work. I see we have, who is this? Jalisa, did I say that right? Jalisa, look, she's an essential worker. Y'all look at that. Look, and she's there. I know my girl Trisha hops on. Listen, at the end of the day, we show up. If I were to be like, hey, listen, someone can have my 2018 GMC Acadia in my garage if you literally come bring me $20. How many of you would come bring me $20? How many, right? You do what you have to do when you feel motivated to do it. This business is no different. And I think you guys have to have that, like they talked about. What is your driving force? I know Jessica was talking about her family, right? What gets you up every single day and motivates you like no other? That is what is supposed to get you up. Yeah, you're going to be tired. A lot of us still work, guys. You think that we're all sitting at home just doing nothing? Absolutely not, right? I know Darlene, she worked 100 hours a week. You guys, and she promoted. She promoted to diamond, you guys. So don't say it's not possible. Stop counting yourself out. Stop getting on these Zooms or feeling overwhelmed to the point where it holds you captive. allow that, lean into the fear, and allow it to change you, because I'm pretty sure you guys will be amazed at who you see yourself become when you allow yourself to kind of open yourself up to that, because it's scary, it's uncomfortable, but you guys, I'm telling you, it's one of the most rewarding things, not only for yourself to promote, but when you start seeing your team promote, that changes things, right? That humbles you in a way like no other, and it is addicting, and you want to keep going and going and going. Just because someone enrolls on our team, we don't make money just from someone enrolling. We make money when you are successful, and as a team, when we're successful, everybody wins. You know what I'm saying? So for those of you that are on here and new, welcome. We are so excited to have you. There is never a dumb question. There's never too many questions, trust and believe. And sometimes you're going to feel like a broken record asking the same question over and over. But again, that's sometimes how you learn, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So we are here for you guys. And if you guys don't know your direct upline or upline, just ask and we'll be able to tell you. I know sometimes it's kind of convoluted, who's under who and what and whatnot, but that's what we're here for. So before we end, and I know we have 12 minutes, so I don't know, Heather, she's really good at giving us a task really fast, but before we do that, any other questions? Any other, newbies on here that have questions, something we can help answer? Shauna, I never sleep. I know you don't. All right. Any other questions? Nope. Okay. Okay, Heather, just because, give us like 2 tasks that we can do right now before we hop off, or even preparing for the next day or something.
Okay. So first thing, you guys, we always want to turn this into a Q&A. So if at any point you have a question, even if it's not about something that we went over tonight, put it in the chat. Like that's what we're here for. Like, this is probably the best time ever to ask, because you're going to get a couple different opinions, or, you have us here. So number one, what I want everybody to do right now, especially if you're new, I want you to, while we're on here, you can do this while you're still on Zoom. I want you to go to your website. Some of you may not even know your website. You're like, where do I go? Is that my app, or is that my website? Like, these are the times to ask that question. But I want you to go to your website and I want you to log in. Okay? Log in with your distributor ID number and your password. Okay? Then once you log in with your distributor ID and your password, I want you to click auto ships at the top. And I want you to look and see what your auto ship is set up for. A lot of you, this is so genius, you guys. A lot of you are already set up for the enrollment auto ship, which I wish I could get. I mean, Tavia, don't you wish we can get the enrollment auto ship? If you have the enrollment auto ship and you want that, leave it. Leave it there. It's such a good deal. Go take a look at what your auto ship is. Maybe you want the enrollment auto ship, but you're like, I really need to add those chocolate grains and the Thermophyte X so I can get Darlene's results. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys all to go in there right now and either set up your auto ship, or I want you to look and see what it is. And you guys, let's be interactive a little bit. Maybe you can tell us what you're setting it up for in the chat. Go ahead and tell us like what it is now, or what you're going to set it up for. Okay. Once you've done that, I want you to click on document library, and I want you to, that's going to pop up, and there's going to be a search bar, and you're going to type in steps to success. I want you to take a look at it. If you can't print it out tonight, save it, like screenshot it, save it to your device so you can look at it, get that in your phone, print it out if you can. And then you're going to do the same thing with Ruby chart. Okay. You're going to print it and or screenshot it, save it to your phone. Okay. So that's what you guys are all going to do. Maybe you aren't brand new, but you're like, I'm ready to go update that auto ship. And then the other thing, you guys, is maybe you're super excited right now. You're like, you know what? I'm not waiting till the next month to order my auto ship. Maybe you're like, I'm not waiting till the 25th to run my auto ship. Go in there and edit your date. Run your auto ship tomorrow. And if you are worried at all about your auto ship, okay, we have access to digital credits for our Skinny Brew sample packs. So if any of you right now are saying, I can't afford to run an auto ship, that means that you're not excited about the sample packs. That means that you're not telling enough people. That means you're not asking at least 7 to 10 people if they would support you. Pay $20 and you'll send them a sample pack. Okay, so don't be afraid of the auto ship, you guys. Don't be afraid of it. It's literally a way for you to be a product of the product, or you can turn around and sell it all retail price and make a whole lot of profit. Okay. So that's what we're doing right now. If you guys are like, check, and check, you're like, I've been around a while. Auto ship's good. My charts printed. My steps of success is ready to go. What I'm challenging you guys to do right now, those of you that are seasoned maybe a little bit, you've got it all ready to go. I want you guys to go message 5 people that viewed your story today and ask them if they'd be interested in trying blank. What was your story about? Did you talk about Smart and Skinny on your story? Say, hey girl, thanks so much for watching my story this morning. Are you interested in trying my Smart and Skinny pack? Hey girl, thanks for watching my story this morning. Are you interested in trying my Skinny Brew coffee? Maybe you are not a hey girl person. Maybe my husband does not say, well, actually my husband does say hey girl when he messages people, because that's my husband. But you don't have to say hey girl. You can say, how's it going, Julie? How's your day going? Whatever you want to say, whatever's you, be you. But I challenge you guys to get those messages out. Okay, so we got about 7 minutes. Okay, tell us in the chat what you are working on right now. Maybe if you're like, just say like, check, working on my messages. Maybe you're like, I'm going to go ahead and change my auto ship right now. Maybe I'm going to change the date to get it sooner. Maybe I'm going to add something to it. Okay, ready, set, go.
I have a question, Danielle. What do you mean by that? Can I ask? You said, I guess I'm kind of nervous to be the teacher.
Yeah. So, basically I'm going to sign up my mother-in-law. So, I guess like, I know that they need to do the training and then let them know, you know, the Zoom times and add them to the team pages. And like, what are like some of the biggest things that they got to start like in the beginning? Like what's the most important and what's the beginning stages, I guess? I don't know. It's been a long time since I did it myself. So I just.
Yeah, you mean like to onboard someone? So like to like, yeah. So, you know, that's a great question. What I would say is use the Connect app.
Okay.
Make it super simple because the Connect app has training and it has day 1, day 2, and it has it all set up and they can go at their pace that way. And so you're not overwhelming them and you're not overwhelming you. And the videos are super simple. They're super quick. Like we have it incorporated into ours. Yeah. And then you just want to make sure you're checking in every single day, right?
That's perfect. Thank you. I didn't know.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah. I love it. Look at all these messages. That's so awesome.
Tavia, I did see a question in there. Somebody was confused. They said, I don't understand the auto ship. So I don't, maybe they hopped on a little bit late because we did kind of go over that. I know Jess went over that, but I'm not sure if you want to explain that.
Yeah, I can explain that. Yeah. So, so our auto ship. Okay. So first off, we were talking about being a product of the product, obviously, in order to, you know, be able to give our knowledge personally. It always goes a little bit further, I think, when you're talking to your own personal community about your own personal results with the products. In the beginning, obviously, you want to use your team's results. And so we talked about that in case you don't have yours. But the reason for the auto ship is not only to be a product of the product, but it's to help commission qualify you. So there's 2 ways. And one way is to run an 80 BV auto ship, which is about equivalent to 80 to 90 some dollars, depending on what items you're choosing. And that is one way that you can ensure every single month without a doubt that you're going to get paid for all of the volume and activity under your organization. The other way is you can depend on your customer volume. If you're not in a position where you have rock solid volume, that can be kind of shaky. And that's what Jessica was referring to. You don't want to have that one customer place an order and you get to above 150 and then they return something and you are no longer commission qualified, which means you don't get paid. And some of that, I've seen it happen and it's devastating and sometimes we can't fix it. So it's just a way that we can ensure that we're going to get paid every single month. And what Heather was saying was if you don't have the money to run your auto ship, that's okay. Because guess what? We have options. For those of you that are new, there are digital sample packs and they come free with your kit. You get 7. And typically we sell those 3-day sample pack. I call it a 3-day experience pack. They get our new Skinny Brew, which is a French black coffee that I know Darlene talked about. And it's dairy free, but it's double caffeinated and it helps to kind of burn fat and stabilize your mood. And they get 3 individual packets, which is 3 days worth. And you can sell that for literally cash on hand. And you can sell it for $15 or $20 for a 3-day experience pack, whatever you choose, that's up to you. And they cash app you the money and then it works. Literally mails it out for you and pays for the shipping when you're new. And when you're not new and you burned through your 7 digital samples, you can actually get more. So we get a discount if we want to buy so many at a time. And then they still cash app us, Venmo us, PayPal, whatever we do. And we can then ship it out to them. And again, it works, ships it. So you're literally able to then make cash on hand. And it's kind of like a way, okay, here's the order that I want. It's $120. I know that I have to sell, 6 sample packs or something to cover that. And then that way you're not even spending any of your own money. And you can do that every single month. That way you're ensuring not only potential customers with who you're sending the sample packs to, but then you're getting your auto ship too. So we kind of talked about multiple different scenarios there. So there really should be no excuse to run an order, especially because now we have the digital sample packs.
Gosh, I got it.
Okay, guys. I put some scripts in the chat. They're, you guys, and as you can see, I'm a normal person. I talk to people like they're my best friend sitting next to me. Like I'm not trying to be a used car salesman. I'm not trying to have like this like hook, line, and sinker message. It's just me talking to people. All of you that are on here right now are either in my organization or Tavia's organizations or Shauna's or Gina's. We all give post tasks every single day. And in those post tasks are also story tasks. So if you're like, what is she talking about? Like, thanks for watching my story. Maybe you're not somebody that does stories yet. Well, go look through our team pages, if whatever team page you're in, and at the top in your team page, type in the search bar, post task or story task, and save those pictures to your phone so you can start posting these stories. So when people start viewing them, you can send them a message and say, hey, thanks for watching, or thanks for viewing, or I saw you watched. And save some of those scripts to your phone, you guys. But again, as you can see, there's no secret special sauce. It's just me talking to people.
Yes, I love that. Traci, I know you wanted to share something. Did you want to share, or did we talk about it? Did we talk about what?
No, what I was thinking about later on, a lot of times people, when you're talking about the products and stuff like that, they may come up and say that they do not have the money right now. They're interested in the product, but they do not have the money. Just make sure that you offer them that the job opportunity, of course, to make money. And then also, if not, put them on your follow-up list, and you can put that on the back of your steps to success for that month. That's what I like to do. I put in my, people that I fill it in on the front, the customers I get, and then on the back, I have the potential, for the month, for that, month, DTs or LCs. And just keep them, you know, updated, follow up and stuff like that when specials come around, because you never know when they're going to pop up and say, okay, I got the money now. And be consistent with your posting, because you never know, you know, the people who's watching and stuff like that and when they're going to join. You're sowing your seeds, you're watering them, you know, and then they're going to harvest, and they're going to come at the right time when you definitely need them, you know. So do not get discouraged if you get a lot of no's, because you will get those yeses, and then those no's will follow up when you really need them, you know. When you're going for that diamond and that double diamond, whoop, 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 and you need them for that volume, they will be there. They will be there.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Can I say something real quick, Tavia?
Yeah.
I just want to really celebrate Traci. Is it Traci who's just talking right now?
Yeah.
You guys, the only, like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but she's just confident, right? It's a yes or a no. And if it's a no, then it's like, well, how can it be a yes? And if it's a yes, it's like, well, how can we help you at least a little bit more? You know what I mean? She's just confident, and she doesn't take no for an answer. And if people say no, that's okay. She doesn't care. Next, move on. You know what I mean? You're not going to die if someone says no.
Mm-mm.
That makes sense? Like, it's not going to hurt. You know, it's not going to, I always tell my team, yes is an answer, just like no is an answer, right? There's going to be, you know, it's just an answer. So don't take it personally, and don't get your feelings hurt if it is a no. You just keep going, you know, especially with newbies. I think that a lot of people will get caught up and hung up on a no, and they'll get their feelings hurt and they'll take it personally. Just remember, no's an answer, just like yes is an answer, right? So you just, you know, and a lot of times it's not right now, you know, especially for newbies when you're first jumping on, you know, we do reach out to those people closest to us. We do reach out to those, you know, friends and family. And, you know, if they don't sign up, don't get your feelings hurt. You know, typically your friends and family aren't going to be the ones taking you to the top. You know, they're just kind of breaking the ice of you having that first conversation. And it's okay, because, you know, my friends and family aren't who, you know, got me to double, who got me to diamond, you know. So don't get your feelings hurt if friends and family say no. Just keep going. You know, just thank them for letting you practice on them, and be that first question that you reach out to. You know what I mean? And, you know, Traci, you're exuding just confidence and just no F's given. And I love it. I love every bit of it. Your energy is infectious, and it makes me want to go out and just message and message and message. So I just wanted to say that, but it just made me think about it, you know, whether you're a newbie or whether you're, you know, me and Heather were talking about this week. You know, we all kind of like, we'll get in a funk, or, you know, if you're brand spanking new, you have that fear, you know, everyone gets afraid to push play, right? Or play, send. Everyone gets afraid to hit send. You know, everyone has that moment, you know, you all have that like gut feeling of like, ugh, like, you know, but you overthink it, you know, and this is what we're talking about. This is the mechanical part of our job, of what we do, is just send the message. So what if they don't view it? I love when people are like, I'm just getting like, they're leaving me unread. Oh, well, they'll read it eventually. And if they don't, there are more people out there. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't take everything so personally. And I think that that's where people really get hung up in this business, is the no's affect their heart. The not, you know, the friends and family not jumping on board. Let me tell you guys, friends and family are not going to take you to Ruby, and they're not going to take you to Diamond. You know, there's very few people that I know that's like, my sister is my diamond in my double. Like, you know, like very rare does that happen. And so just know that, you know, thank them for letting you practice, you know, thank them for giving you the first couple no's, and move on to the next people. There are millions of people in this world, and they're going to say yes. You know, so Traci's proof, like, she just keeps going, and she's a top enroller. You know what I mean? She just keeps asking. And if you keep asking, the more no's you get. You know, there's a whole book on it. It's called Go for No. You want to get as many no's as you possibly can, because the closer, as many no's as you get, you're closer to that yes. You know what I mean? So for those of you who are brand spanking new, go for no. Go for as many no's as you possibly can, because just know that for every no, you're closer to that yes.
Yeah, I love that. That's so true. Real fast before we hop off, I listened to a Zoom the other day and it was like, whoa, when we're born, we are only born with two fears, right? Fear of falling and loud noises. Think about it. As a baby, that's it, right? You ever see them, they like flinch whenever they like feel like they're falling, or loud noises, they'll jump, right? So where did the other fear come in? How did it came in from life experiences, right? But fear is not from a place of faith. We know this, you know? And so I think, again, it kind of goes to show, like, it's just staying close to the fire, guys. And like she said, don't take it personal. Like, they didn't say, no, Jessica, you suck. No, they just said, no. We add the you suck, right? So that's self-imposed. And so whenever you're fearful or doubt creeps in, ask, is it coming from a place of emotional or is it really factual, right? Did they really just dog me out and then say no, or did they just say no, right? And I did the rest, because we do a really darn good job of criticizing ourselves, you know, and I think we kind of push it off as the world. We live in a world of instant gratification. When we reach out to 10 people, we expect 10 yeses. And I don't know what world we live in to expect 10 yeses from 10 asks. That's not, I'm going to tell you right now, that's not going to happen, you know? But you go for the no, and you go for it again and again and again. The only people, and the only reason why they're ambassador diamonds or double ambassadors, you see these double ambassadors, you're like, what is that? Like, I don't even know, what is that, right? Or black diamonds, guess what? They've stayed consistent and they just have gotten more no's than you have. That's it. You keep going and you keep going and you keep going. You're on your own journey. Stay on your own lane. There is nothing wrong with your lane. You have everything that you need, and you just have to believe it. And just like Heather said earlier, borrow our belief until you get your own, because once you get your own, then we expect people to follow in your footsteps. And then once you teach your team, you're going to give them the belief ability that they need. And then it's going to get passed down and passed down and passed down. That's called culture, guys. That's what it is. Okay. So I thought this was super awesome. I hope this helped so many of you guys. Yeah, that's awesome, Danielle. And if you, any last questions before we hop off, I will go ahead and stop this recording, and I will